Howdy guys, how we doing? Welcome back to another video of Westland Survival. How we doing? Hope you guys are well. So before I even wanted to do anything in this video, we got ourselves a little bit of a ranch attack from the bandits. Yes, I've annoyed them that much that they are at the base, so we're gonna have to go ahead and deal with these fellas here. So basically, I will explain exactly what we're going to be doing today, but let's just go ahead first and find out where these fellas are, and we can, we can do what we need to do today. Where are you guys actually? You guys must be on the other end. Must be down this way, I would think. Fellas, hello, hello. Oh, you're not there. Where are you guys? Hey guys, where are you? Hey, you must be up the top here. Oh, there you guys are. What the hell are you guys doing? Hey, you know what? It's just quick if I do Schofield here. And you, hey, oi, 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 get out of here. I say leave, leave. Okay, I thought, oh Jesus. I better be careful. I nearly died of it. Oh my god, I didn't realize. Oh, I didn't. Oh Jesus. Wow. Did you guys see that? I didn't even realize that I was that far down in my heels. You know what? I think it was because I think my dude's hungry or thirsty or something. Are you? No, you're not. But still, holy moly. That was I tell you what, that was cutting it fine, as they would say. Cutting it way too fine. Jesus. Oh my god, I can't. Oh, okay, we'll take that. We'll definitely take that. Wow, what did you guys take? Look at all this. So they look. First off, they started at the wrong side of the place. Okay, so you did end up taking a few things off me, which is fine. And Jesus, wow, you guys took quite a number of things actually. Alright, let's just go ahead and repair all this, and let's just drop these where they should be and swap you out for that. Let's drop you guys into here and sort this out, pop these. You know what, I really got to do something with these things as well, so yeah, that will all happen eventually, but otherwise yeah. Oh jeez. You know what? I tend to forget how much stuff I've actually got these days, and considering that I am overflowing with resources is ridiculous. To be perfectly fair with you guys. Now this is a common. That's fine. We're just going to drop this somewhere, I guess, and we'll get started. So basically, what I want to do today is I want to head up to the Northern Bandits camp, and the reason for that, right, is that we have actually, to be honest with you guys, yeah, so what I wanted to explain was I wanted to head out to the north, and we want to go over to the Northern Bandits camp. It's actually been quite a while since I've actually done that, and only because there was a notation that I mentioned in my original video in regards to the pet update and where would certain animals be in certain locations. So I think I made a little bit of a boo-boo there, but I did want to also go over there anyway and explain how cool or how good it would be as an option further down the line. And what I mean by this particularly is I read it, the way that I read it in the patch notes is with regards to dogs themselves, that we could actually lure dogs within the bandits, from bandits camp, and take them to our own ranch, which is obviously incorrect. So, but like I said, I digress. I wanted to at least go up there and just sort of explain how I'm sort of thinking that it could actually be an awesome possibility that we could find those pets in those locations, and obviously have a certain way of doing it as well at the same time, which I would obviously explain when we do head out there and clear out the place. So I'll basically go through that with you guys just to sort of give you guys my ideas, and hopefully that's something that the developers could actually implement later on. And I did actually mention this in my previous video with regards to timed event. So, but what I'll do, let me go ahead and sort my player out, get him equipped, get him set up, and we'll head over to the northern camp and we'll discuss it further. Okay, here we go. We are at the mountain post. So, like I was saying just before, what I want to sort of go through is what I think could actually be a really cool implementation. And to be honest, look, off the bat, I don't believe it's going to be something that we're going to have, you know, anytime soon, right? But I feel like this is something that can potentially happen further down the line, and it all comes down to how the developers would like to, implement this little, feature, right? So what I'm thinking is, as we're sort of going through this at the moment at a rate of knots, because it's not going to take me that long to finish it off. You see, there's a watchdog there, right? So you've got a watchdog there. I know I just killed him, unfortunately, it is what it is. But having said that, if we could potentially take out all the known bandits within this location, right? Obviously, this would warrant the dog itself to continuously attack you. So this would be part of the part of this, I guess, experience, part of the, I guess, I wouldn't say mission, but I would say more so, it'll be part of the challenge, okay? So that's the best way of saying it. It would be part of the challenge. So whilst that dog is obviously attacking you, you would systematically would need to try and take out all of these bandits or burglars or whatever you would like to call them, depending on where you are, obviously which bandit camp that you jump yourself into, right? But you would want to sort of try and take out pretty much all of these enemies, right? And you would essentially, I should have probably demonstrated that a little bit better, but anyway, basically you take out all the bandits, and once that's all done and there's no other bandits on the same level, look at this, we can already tame a a lynx, which I will be anyway. But anyway, I'm sort of getting way too ahead of myself and going off track. So basically what I'm trying to say is, basically you take out all of these burglars and obviously this fella here at the same time, and providing that you do that and take him out, that should basically enable the opportunity for the watchdogs to go neutral, like yellow, so like the lynx that you can see here, and give you the ability to potentially tame the said watchdog, right? So maybe this could be a different class of dog, so wouldn't disrupt the premium dogs that you can get via purchasing, whether they would be the Rottweilers or the Huskies that we've seen so far in the game, but more of a common style of dog, whereas those ones are already a rare pet, if that makes sense, right? So, which obviously you could get always a potential to find yourself a common or an uncommon version of a watchdog, and then that watchdog there, you could potentially tame it. So in doing that, you would have to use the universal bait, which would be my theory, my thought process behind that. So by doing that, you could potentially get yourself a dog, and that would effectively cost you, I think it's either between 20 to 30 nuggets, because that's your universal bait that you need to purchase, because you can't get that anywhere else. You can only get that from the naturalist camp. So I feel like that could be something that could be, something that could happen further down the line. And the reason why that I sort of explained it the way that I did was, obviously, the devs don't want to cannibalize their own, their own sales of purchasing actually I forgot to take a pet with me. Oh my god, I can't believe I did that. But anyway, I had the pet food with me, or the heals with me. Oh my god, I'm all over the place today. But anyway, so what I'm sort of trying to explain is that there could be an opportunity for the developers to do that, and to give us a little bit more incentivization to, visit the bandit camp, not only just for the gears, but also for potentially picking up ourselves a pet. And naturally, there's got to be a lineage or a succession plan where you get a certain amount of pets, and that will enable you to either make this specialized bait just for the dogs themselves, or they could just relegate it and just leave it as a universal bait only, you know, for you to actually purchase for gold. Or there could be, you know, enough research done for those pets that will enable the standardized pet food for a dog or a husky or whatever it might be. So I feel like that's something that could actually happen as an option further down the line. Now, like I said, not something that I would expect the developers to do, you know, in the next update or throw in a hot patch or something like that to do that, but I would like to see something like that happen further down the line. So again, just to recap and just to summarize, basically utilizing the universal bait, the bait that bait would allow you to tame a watchdog, providing that you don't kill it, but you kill the bandits all around the surrounding area. Obviously you can't get through to here because you can't do much about that, so that is actually cornered off for the moment, so you can't do anything with that, right? But providing that you kill all the other bandits in the localized area, in the immediate area, and you leave the dog unscathed, it should turn to a passive animal, and that would allow you to tame it using the universal bait. Now, naturally, you're gonna have to take it back to your camp, and it goes through its stage of adaptation to your base, and then finally you'll get that as your own pet. Or even on the flip side, whereas it might not be a guaranteed you know, option. So what I mean by that is it might be that even though that you tame it temporarily with the bait and take it back to your base, it may not even mean that you're actually going to successfully tame it. It could be that you might actually you know, miss out on that, and you and the dog might escape or run away, or you might have to actually, you know, physically kill it. So, you know, that could be something. So kind of like in a sense of, you know, how we've just had the bandits raid at our base. It could mean that you know, the dog has become vicious, or it's become too you know, it's untamable, let's say, for example, and then that way it'll run around your base and you would have to essentially kill it. Obviously you don't want to do that. You know, I don't condone that sort of stuff in the real world, but I mean, we're talking about a fantasy game here, and we're just playing, you know, to our you know, to our leisure. So again, like I said, this is just purely something that the developers could think of or think about in doing. And like I said, it might not even happen, which is fair, and I respect that. But also it could be something that it could actually happen, you know, further down the line. So like I said, guys, let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about that. You know, is that something that you would like to see happen? Again, like I said, it'd have to be only common or very max uncommon versions of those dogs or those pets, or however you want to sort of call them, right? But you can't really have those rarity ones where, like, you know, like you actually purchase those. So again, I don't know whether or not that's in the best interests of the developers. The other reason why I bring it up now is because it's sort of opened up, the actual pet mechanic has opened up so much that it could actually warrant something like this further down the line, and I feel like that's something that can actually happen. And having said that, the okay, oh yes, of course. See, like, you know how you got these dogs here? So I would have to systematically kill these hunters, right? First, the gang leader, and kill the thug, kill the destroyer. Oop, I don't want to kill, no. All right, let's just, oop, I can't actually get past him, but there we go. And then now we've got the watchdog as the only, you know, viable enemy here. And you know, that could potentially change. Oh no, well, let's kill this guy first. Goodbye, shooter. And then this guy would turn yellow. And then this would allow you to feed it the luring bait. Or might still stay as an enemy, right, as a red icon. But you have to go into your inventory, find that bait, and then basically you would effectively tame it that way, and then it'll turn to the passive, and then that way it'll allow you to take the dog itself. Or even Or even having said that, maybe it's a 50-50 or a possibility or like a percentage to actually tame it. So where, you know, instead of having the dog at your base waiting for the adaptation, and then it could turn pear shape, maybe it could be a case of it, by you using the bait here, right here, it gives you a percentage risk. So 30% that it'll take the bait, and then if it does, then it'll turn yellow, if that makes sense. So there might be like a 5-second delay where you feed it the bait, it'll eat it, and then it'll decide, does it still want to attack you, or does it turn yellow, and then you could take it back to your base. That could be a good idea. I think that might be really cool. I think I like that option actually. So scrap what I said beforehand at the base and all that sort of stuff. I feel like that could be, you know, a really good option. But again, you guys let me know in the comment section down below. Like I said, I just wanted to illustrate this because I was thinking about it, and after obviously rereading the patch notes again, I did make an error in the previous video thinking that we could actually find dogs that we could tame, you know, at the bandits camps plural. But yeah, again, like I said, I don't think it'll be you know, a viable option right now. I don't know how that would impact the you know, sales and stuff like that, because we've had it for so long that you could purchase premium dogs and things like that at a cost. So I don't know whether or not, you know, that has that's run its course in a sense. You know, they could always lower that cost for that premium pet, incentivize more people to purchase it, and, you know, and just have the common stuff, you know, at the bandits camp. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking, guys. You guys let me know in the comment section down below. Let me just take this fella out. Yeah, I know we just sort of demolished him. So all right, so let's go ahead and head out to this. Oh yes, we're going to save you, of course. Let's us open up the main loots, and let's see what we get from the main loots themselves. And yeah, look, we got some okay stuff. So can I just take... Alright, so let's see what we can sort of take home with us. You know what, honestly, I think I'll leave that. I'll take that with me for the moment. And what else can I sort of take or not take? You know what, that can stay. This is plus 10 damage. I'm obviously going to take that because you can actually trade those in for higher tier stuff, so I may as well do that, right? So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And let's take our person of interest back, or let's open up the door so they can run back. Does that allow the person to run? Yes, you actually just bolted on me. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, so let's go ahead and complete this. Thank you very much. I don't have sufficient storage, so let us do that, and you know what? For some reason, I thought there was going to be places that I could open up with using dynamite. So yeah, that's okay. All good on that front. And okay, look, we've got a little bit of storage to play with. Immediately, not a lot, but that's okay. And let's just go ahead and open that up. So we'll accept that. Very good. Actually, another thing I was thinking about, now that we're here, obviously we've got those cages where those lynxes are, which I'm actually going to use one that bait that I've got with me now to tame one of those. But I'd like to think, and obviously we're not going to know until obviously such time until the pet is actually officially tamed, right? But you know what, we can come back for that in a minute. But we, you know, it should give us a higher chance, or by rights, because we're in a bandits camp. Technically, the area is a lot more difficult than, say, like the what do you call it? The snowy maple forest and the highlands and things of that nature, and the lake. Whereas that, you should be almost guaranteed, say, like an uncommon variation of a said caged up animal if you were to take your baits with you, and if you were to you know, basically tame well, in my case it's going to be a lynx. So yeah, let's go ahead and open up this one anyway. There is another one, but that's okay. So obviously It's red, but we can obviously tame him or her, whichever it's going to be. I am hoping for an uncommon version of this lynx. So, well, a male preferably, because I've actually ended up now gotten 2 uncommon females. One's actually got 3 fertility and the other one's just got a standard 2, which is fine. But I mean, I'd love to get an uncommon male so that way we can I can breed those and see what we can actually get from them. So I'm going to take that with me, and yeah, we're going to head home and see how that all goes. And yeah, that's basically it, guys. I feel like it's everything I sort of wanted to explain. I know it was a lot of rehashing and hashing over things as we were sort of discussing it today, but like I said, I feel like it's a good conversation piece, right? And this was nice and easy for me to just to come through and, you know, and steamroll the area and stuff like that. But yeah, I feel like some of these concepts or some of these, you know, suggestions could actually very well make its way into the game. So yeah, like I said, I feel like it could be a good option in doing it, but hopefully the developers will take note of it. And if you guys like the idea, maybe try and flag it and suggest it in the socials for them, and you know, that could be something that could happen later on in the game's life cycle. But who knows what we're up for. Like I said, well, that's a common, unfortunately, so it's not going to be an uncommon. That wasn't an uncommon what I wanted, but what can you do? I can always go back and retrieve the other one if I really wanted to do that too, but it is a male, yes, but not the male variation that I wanted. I wanted an uncommon. But yeah, I feel like and actually this doesn't have any fertility, so you are going to go straight to the naturalist camp. There you go. I've just noticed that too. So as you can see here, the pet, obviously the pet is adapting, but it's got no fertility. It's obviously got its bits and pieces here, and if you do level up the pet as well, I believe you get a little bit extra in terms of points when you go and give it to Vernon over in the naturalist camp. I believe that's still a thing, but yeah, that's rather disappointing. But like I said, I feel like if you do go to a Bandit's camp, it should give you a better chance of getting an uncommon version of that specific animal. Or even that of a higher fertility rate. You know, being that they're actually captured animals, you would think in a way, and if you use a bit of logic here, that the bandits would have captured them because they obviously wanted to breed them, and you think they would find the best of the best, if that makes sense. So I feel like that could be something that the developers could look at further along down the line, because it could also incentivize people to go to those camps. And again, I'm not too sure how people are situated and how they do they go to the camps all the time, or do they just miss the camps entirely? Who knows? But again, that's probably a very subjective you know, scenario, and you just don't know what people are doing, because they could be doing other things as well at the same time. So yeah, I feel like I've covered everything off today, but if I haven't, let me know in the comment section down below if I haven't, and let me know your thoughts on how you think about everything that I've gone through today. Like I said, I feel like it could be something that could be done later on in life, but who knows. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you guys for stopping by, checking out this video. Please leave a like, comment down below, share if you can. And if you guys are new to the channel or not, and you want to see more, be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell icon so you don't miss out on any future videos. Alrighty guys, take it easy from me, and as always, I'll catch you guys in the next one.